Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 60 of the DrewCast. I'm your host, Andrew Ortiz. And with me tonight, my disembodied voice, I got Justin. No Josh today, unfortunately, but the show will go on. Just a heads up this week, guys, because obviously my brother thinks he's a funny guy. Our third guest this week is the hiccups. Justin does have the hiccups, so for you guys who are listening on Spotify and Apple Podcast, blame Justin. Okay? Go in the comments and say, call him hiccupotamus, or say whatever jokes you have for the hiccups. Aim it at Justin this week, because apparently this guy won't shut the fuck up. And so if you guys do hear it, we apologize. And yeah, next time we have hiccups, we'll just put a bag over his head or something. You know what I mean? But yeah. Before we start though, guys, I want to let everybody know, I know I kind of repeat this every week, but if you're not a YouTube person, you're not into the video format kind of stuff, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcast. I put exclusive clips on TikTok, Instagram Reels. We are also doing a second video a week until I can prepare us for the Patreon that we're about to have a rollout with. So be on the lookout for that. So if you guys are looking to support this channel further, the Patreon stuff will be where we're going forward with that. So that's why, if you guys have noticed, I have been doing 2 videos a week for the past about a month, right? About a month, yeah.
I feel like it's longer, but
it's been longer than a month, I believe. But if you guys have noticed, I've been doing 2 videos a week, trying to prepare us for the Patreon, because that's the next step in what we're doing. We're gonna start off tonight, though. I know a lot of people watch Euphoria. A lot of people do. And for me, Justin, I know you said you had a different, or you didn't really see this, but I kind of saw it a little bit. A lot of guys were getting kind of teased for watching Euphoria. I guess apparently it's gay or whatever, but the finale, season 2 finale, just happened. Had some time to sit on it, had some time to think. And yeah, Euphoria is I believe it's an awesome show. If you guys have not seen it already, watch it. It's one of those shows where, like, obviously it's about teenage drama, obviously, but what isn't? You know what I mean? But no. It's kind of like, I would say, we did an episode about this a couple weeks ago, but it's like Degrassi, but like way more, I wouldn't say dark, but it has way like more graphic stuff, I would say. Why I'm going to bring, so did the writers do the season 2 finale justice? Did they end it on a high note? Did they stick the landing for Euphoria? My opinion, they did. I had some issues with season 2. A lot of I wouldn't say pacing issues. So a lot of the reports that came out were from the female actors who were saying that they would tell the writer and the creator of the show, like, hey, there's too much nudity here. Can we cut the nudity out? I think there's too much of this going on, too much of this. And that really, to me, screams Ezra Miller in The Flash. Remember when you would let the actors control what you're writing? I don't like that. I don't have like a problem with that. Like, I'm not like angry, like gonna sit here and rant about it, but it's like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because the articles were kind of pinning the writer of the show as like a predator. Like, it was. Whether or not people agree with me or not, the articles were pinning the writer of the show as like the women had to come forward and say that he wasn't. You know, like it made it seem like he was just some big pervert, and all the female actors had to like take him aside and say, no boobs here, no boobs there.
No, I kind of get the nudity thing, I guess. You like someone asking to tone down the nudity, but everything else I feel like is kind of like what you said, like maybe not the actor's place to like tell somebody what to do.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not like angry about it, but you know, one of the things I am gonna bring up today though is, do you sacrifice the direction of the show and the writing of a show for like the wants and needs of like the fandom? For instance, the actor who plays Ashtray, he revealed that Fez was the one who was supposed to die in the season 2 finale, but the script was changed a day before filming. Now, before this finale happened, I mean, I was telling everybody, bro, I was like, hey, the show will do us justice if Fez dies. Fez has to die. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with that. They're not going to like that I'm saying this. That they're going to be like, oh, you know, a lot of people on Twitter were like, I'm taking off my HBO subscription if they do that. I'm unsubscribing, and it's like, why? You're gonna unsubscribe because of good writing? That's good writing. I mean, before you click on the show, one of like the main things it says before you click on the show on the HBO app, it says actions have consequences. Dare I say Fez dying proves that to be the case? I mean, it would have been so tragic to see. So he promises Lexi that he's gonna go to her play, right? He says, hey, I'm gonna go to your play, I promise. You know, he's portrayed as like the drug dealing, like hard character, right? So when he finally shows he's vulnerable to Lexi's character, who's nothing like that, we see him being vulnerable and like opening up to her and like kind of being like a sweet guy, right? It's tragic that he doesn't make it to her play because he gets killed. He gets killed doing what? Messing around with the world that he's been involved with the last season or two. You know, the drug dealing. He has to take care of this little kid and his grandma. And his grandma got him into the drug dealing. And so it's kind of like, I really liked it, bro. I liked it when it says actions have consequences. You know, that's kind of why I don't really like Rue and Jules, bro. Like, I really think they ruined the show, dude. Honestly, I know people aren't going to like that either. They're going to say I'm crazy. But you take Rue and Jules out of this show, and I feel like it's better for me. Like, the show was more entertaining and better to watch when it was about the other characters and not Rue and Jules. And maybe for me, it's personally because we've had to deal with a lot of like junkie behavior in our life when it comes to like people that we like, parents and stuff. And we've had to see that in real life to where like when I see that on screen, it's just like, come on, I don't want to see that, bro. You know what I mean? They've literally, that's all they made Zendaya's character about. Zendaya's character is just straight up just like junkie this, junkie that. Like, bro, I'm good. Sorry, I know people aren't going to like that take, but it's not. But the writing. So the one thing that I was pissed about was, as a writer, unless they're gonna follow up with season 3 on this, they completely left out the whole the plot line where Zendaya's character Rue, she owed a fucking big drug dealer money. She owed her like hell, 10 grand worth of drugs. The lady straight up tells her like, hey, like, we'll make the money back another way. Like, I'll just sell you. I'll sell you to bad people. I mean, they literally just completely forgot about that plot line. Now, if they're going to follow up in season 3, cool. That's cool to me. But it's just like, as a writer, I don't know. So I like the finale, but what I'm saying is this right here, to me. So they changed the script a day before filming. Like, I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. But to me, like, the fans are just in my opinion, the fans are ruining it, man.
Isn't the third season supposed to come out like 2 years from now? You think that has anything to do with it?
It could be that.
Like, hey, we had to switch this up, so now we have to figure out how the fuck we're going to do this.
I know that the actor who plays Ashtray, he got casted to be in the Umbrella Academy. So a lot of people think that's why they took him out of the show instead of Fez's character. It could be because, you know, the creators of the show are online looking at everybody saying, we're going to unsubscribe and they better not kill off Fez. And it's understandable as like a fan to say that. But, bro, if it sacrifices the show, like if you sacrifice good writing and good storytelling for like a pocket group of fans, you're doing the show a disservice. Really, you kind of are. Like, I mean,
kinda, I guess. Just like the Baby Yoda thing, it just took off like beyond belief. Imagine if they had plans to kill him, and now they're like, "Hey, wait a minute, we can't kill this guy. He's making us way too much money. He's making us way too much. He's bringing in ratings. Now we got to switch it up."
So you have a point there, and you have a very good point actually. By the way, the Baby Yoda character would be someone that you can't kill off, bro. I mean, like, the Yoda species, they live to 1,000 years old. Like, you know,
like, what if they had plans to, like, we're gonna kill him off because it's gonna be character development for the Mandalorian. He's gonna lose somebody, blah blah blah. What if they had plans to, but then they switched up because Baby Yoda became just like this like cultural phenomenon.
You're right. I actually think, in my opinion, it'd be better the other way around, actually. But that, you know, we can get on that another topic. I actually think like it'll be better for Baby Yoda's character or Grogu's character to like lose Din. How is he gonna be? How is it gonna be when he finally loses him to old age? You know, like, that's gonna happen, and that's gonna be cool to see. You know?
I haven't seen the show, so I don't know how big this dude is, but apparently, if he's like, causing that big of a stir online, maybe they're just like, hey, we don't need to, end his arc just yet.
I would be interested to figure out why a day before filming, though. Like, why a day before filming? Did they feel the pressure of like the fans of Euphoria? Did like the actor express that he wants to be in the show more? Like, who knows? I'm not trying to complain and be like the angry fan here, but definitely that's something people should look into. Like, definitely, like, hey, are we the people were even saying, like, for Ashtray's character, like, hey, if they kill off Ashtray, I'm done with HBO. Like, so what are we supposed to do now? Like, before you click on the show, it says actions have consequences. But we're not going to show any of the, like, Rue's actions, right? It's in, like, we've dealt with this in real life, right? So she gets caught by her mom again with, like, a whole suitcase full of drugs, calls her out on it. Rue's completely fucking up the house, saying hella mean things to her mom, saying hella rude things to her sister, saying really nasty things to her friends out in the living room. She's, like, running around town. They have to chase her. She goes to her friend's house, ruins her friend's life, basically, exposes that this girl's sleeping with this girl's ex-boyfriend, and, so Rue caused a lot of damage doing that. Where are the consequences for that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are fans gonna be like? Well, if Rue doesn't do this, then I'm not gonna do this. It's like, bro, like, life isn't like that, though. They you brought up Baby Yoda, and they kind of did that with Star Wars a little bit. Like George Lucas, this was, like, he said, this is my vision, right? And the fans are trying to make me do another thing. I'm not doing that. This is the story that I'm creating. And if you don't like it, cool, but I'm not about to sit here and, like, let fans bully me into, like, doing different things. Like, I'm hoping that's not what they're doing. That's what I'm bringing up. Like, this right here, they changed the script a day before filming. Like, I'm hoping that's not what that was. You can't sacrifice good storytelling because people are but it also isn't it's a testament to how good the show is. Like, if you're so attached to certain characters that you guys are making, and you feel like super, like, relatable to them, and, like, I can see myself being that, and that's why I like Zendaya's performance as Rue, because she killed it, dude. I mean, to me, like, I thought, like, dude, is Zendaya like a real junkie? Because I've seen junkies in real life, bro, and she's acting like one. Like, to the point where it scared me. I'm like, bro, she's really killing it, dude. Like, where did Zendaya, like, that's like some method acting shit. Like, I was like, damn, bro, she's really killing it right now. I just hope that they're not sacrificing good storytelling, because the show's good. If you guys haven't seen it, like I said, watch it. If you're a guy, watch it. And you're not gay for watching Euphoria. You're not fucking, like, girly for watching Euphoria. Like, it's a good show. Just watch it. Besides that, the finale, it didn't end how I thought it was gonna end, but it wasn't a bad finale. Like, everybody did amazing. So kudos to the team over there. We're gonna switch off to a next topic. Well, this next topic is, to me, bro. I do a lot of preaching on this channel, so I apologize, but this next topic, like, this further proves that, like, the disconnect between the people who make money off us, we fund these movies, right? Basically, right? Like, the Batman that I'm gonna go see tomorrow, we fund them. The reason they're able to make the fucking Batman, Dustin, is because we work 9 to 5 jobs, make money, go to a theater. See what I'm saying? We finance these movies, right? We're the reason people have careers. We're the reason people are famous. We're the reason people make billions of dollars off us. They don't treat us like that, though. I'm reading an article right here from CNBC. AMC is charging more for the Batman tickets as it tests out a new pricing model.
I think they wanted to do that same thing when Avengers came out. Like, charge more for, like, these, like, blockbuster movies compared to, like, other ones. I don't know why they just started now. Maybe just to, like, try to catch up from, like, pandemic losses.
That just further. And I'm gonna put this meme up here too, because meme of the week is basically this. There's no other way to describe this, really, but, like, it really is this. I'm actually gonna send it to you. But it's the guy. It's the head of AMC. Okay, everyone, we're having a tough time getting butts in the seats. COVID is chilling out, and we know people want to go out, but we can't compete with streaming. What do we do? Someone suggest lower ticket prices, create more luxury theater experience. Then this guy, charge people more money to see big studio movies, tanking the industry while making sure indies will never have success in the theaters again. And then he gets Employee of the Month. I mean, this is what it's coming to. Like, again, I don't want to be the angry guy. I don't want to be the guy that rants all the time. But like, bro, like they clearly don't respect us. We're coming out of a pandemic.
Yeah.
Right? People are losing their jobs. People are getting fired for not getting the vaccine. People are, it's not a good time right now. People in Ukraine are, you know what I mean? It's like Ukraine, the pandemic. It's like the world's not in a good place. And then these bigwig people are like, hey, you know what we should do? We should raise the ticket prices for blockbuster movies. This is when us as the fans, even if the movie's good, we just got to say, hey, you know what? No, we're not doing that. We'll just see this another way. That's the only way we're going to show these people that like we mean business. Because for some weird reason, the 1% has convinced the 99% that we're not powerful enough to stand up against them. The 1% of people. That's embarrassing. Like statistically wise, like we outrank them, bro. Like we fund what they do, and in turn they give us entertainment back. Right? But we're not funding you for you to charge us more to see Batman.
The reason why I don't agree with that is because like these guys already make like, well, it's not there yet, but most of these superhero movies already make $1 billion, and it probably takes maybe like 200 million to maybe 3, whatever the case is. Even if it would cost $500 million in budget, you're still making that and then double back some. Like you're still making a shitload of money regardless. There's no point for you to greed it and charge people more to see Batman. You're already gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah, why? Yeah,
you don't need that.
It's not a good look, man. And of course it's AMC, because AMC's just been, since I can remember, since like the early 2010s, bro, AMC's always just doing some slick weirdo shit. Like they're always doing some like anti-consumer type shit, and it's like they don't think you guys will do anything. Companies like AMC, Amazon, Walmart, the list goes on. These companies think that like we won't do anything. That's why they're able to say, we're going to test out a new pricing model, or we're going to charge more for Batman. Like, bro, it may be, like a lot of people aren't willing to just stand up and say, hey, you know what, man, I'll see Batman when it comes out on DVD, bro. I'm not about to sit here and support you guys your new price model. Like, it's going to take that. And I know it's hard to tell people that, because like we want entertainment now. We want the best thing now. We want access now, but it's not going to happen unless we stand up and say, hey, you know what? I'm good off that. I'll see Batman when it comes out on DVD. Fuck your price model. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that. How disrespectful is it that we're coming out of a pandemic and these guys are saying, you know what, man, spike the prices up. Because it's not just for movie tickets now. It's for everything. You go to the grocery store, everything's risen, but the pay hasn't. Rent has risen, the pay hasn't. Movie tickets are going up, but our pay hasn't. Gas, movies, food, anything you can think of, bro, go to the store, look it up, bro, it's rising hella, right? Between like, there's a lot of items that used to be like $9, now it's like $13, $14. They used to be, the milk I buy used to be like $2, now it's $5.
Yeah, I know. Isn't Netflix going up to like $20 a month now?
Yeah, Netflix is going up, but the pay isn't going up. And I know what people are going to say, like, oh, but like if you're at a dead-end job, you can just get a different one. Not, for a lot of people, that's not true, bro. Like, stop being dishonest with yourself. That's not true. If you like the rich guy, hey, Mr. Rich Guy, you like McDonald's, right? Well, someone has to flip that burger. Someone has to like make the fries, right? So you're saying that person who makes the food that you enjoy doesn't deserve to have a livable wage? What? Oh, but that's like a teenage job. Teenagers get those type of jobs. So a teenager who's out of high school doesn't deserve to have a livable wage? Is that what we're telling people? That's what I'm saying. Like, it kind of goes deeper than just this. I know I'm pointing out that they're trying to test this model out for blockbuster movies, right? This is what the base of my story. But if you notice, guys, it's happening everywhere, and they don't think you'll do anything about it. Grocery stores are doing it. Gas stations are doing it. Movie theaters are doing it. They don't think you'll do anything because they don't. They've convinced you that the 99%, won't do anything. I don't know. I know it's hard to tell people that because yes, I want to see Batman too, man, but I don't support this. So how do we fix it? That'd be a good topic to hit on later because obviously it's like it's something that you can't really fix at the moment. But we're gonna end off with something else. I believe, in my opinion, and it kind of does blend itself in well with like the consumer side of things. The stem player, Kanye stem player, right? Would you consider the stem player a success? Now, I don't mind supporting art, right? I don't mind supporting artists. Like I said, I'll go see the movie. I'll go listen to this artist. If my favorite artist, I'll support you, right? But $200, Kanye? I'm all about getting away from the record labels and having like the vulture, bloodsucker type people take money from us. I'm all about it. But at the same time, you're asking regular everyday people to pay $200 for something we don't even know if it works. We don't even know if the album is good. Have you heard anything about it?
The stem player or the album?
The album, anything about, because I don't really like Kanye, bro. So like, I don't really pay attention when he drops music, bro.
I saw his concert listening party event thingy, and some of the album sounds cool. Yeah, I'm not paying $200 for it though. No. But then it becomes a thing of like Nipsey Hussle released one of his projects back in the day for $1,000, and it was just a mixtape.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember that story.
And then people respected it because it's like, oh yeah, he's a hustler. He's getting his bag.
But for some reason, that doesn't seem bad to me. That's weird to think about how like 1,000 versus 200.
What I think it is I think that because Nipsey Hussle was an up and coming rapper, he wasn't a fucking billionaire like Kanye is, and it goes back to the movie ticket thing. These billionaires are trying to raise your prices when they don't need it. Why is Kanye the billionaire trying to charge you $200 for an album? You don't need that, dude. You don't need it.
Yeah, that is kind of. But then I do respect that artists are trying to go away from the record label thing. Don't get me wrong. And I would want to do the same, bro. Like I don't want bloodsuckers taking my money and telling me I can't. Grimes and a bunch of other artists, they go through that. Like their record label's like, you can't drop anything. What? I'm the artist. That's why I try so hard here, bro. And I think I told you this on the car right here. That's why I try so hard with this, because my dream isn't to become a football player, isn't to become a basketball player. I want financial and total freedom. I want to make money the way I want. I want to be able to wake up every day and do whatever the hell I want. No one controls me. I'm not constrained by like a societal, like fenced in. I don't have to. I do what I want. You're right. And hey, and he can't get mad if people pirate this because he literally admitted to pirating people's OnlyFans. So if he's like, oh, people are pirating and don't respect the art, bro, you literally just said on an interview with the Drink Champs, right? That you would
his OnlyFans from Reddit.
Yeah. And so, and that's also embarrassing because you're a billionaire. You could be and I'm a huge supporter of like sex work, bro. And I know a lot of people aren't. So if you're not a supporter of sex work, I don't give a fuck. Get off the channel then. Seriously, I am. I support it. It's kind of like what we do, but like their version of it. Instead of going to Pornhub and supporting or these like Bang Bros and companies that like fucking milk you for all you're worth, I'd rather give my money to this woman for her own stuff. 100% every single time. It's the same way with music. That's why I'm kind of conflicted with this, because I support what the concept is. I'm just not paying $200 for Donda 2. Sorry, not doing it.
I don't think the average person is going to at all. So especially like kids. I'm not saying the kids should be or shouldn't be listening to Kanye, but imagine like a 12-year-old kid that's like, yeah, I love Kanye, he's so inspirational. Now he has to like somehow scavenge up $200 just to listen to one fucking album.
Disney kind of did something recently where there's like a 2-day cruise you can go on, and I think it's upwards of the $6,000. Who has that type of money? Like, you're not marketing that for everyday people, right?
Yeah.
Everyday people aren't being marketed at this. So do poor people aren't allowed to be Star Wars fans? I guess I'm saying, like, where do we draw the line here? Like, what if someone who's really poor is a huge Kanye fan? He just can't afford $200 for a stem player. So I'm going to spend $200 of my mom or whoever's hard-earned money, like if you're a kid, You're gonna spend someone else's hard-earned money for maybe an album that's garbage. I'm not saying it's garbage, but it could be. It's kind of a weird concept because like I do support that concept, bro, 100%. But I'm not paying $200 for fucking Donda.
Let's just say your hourly wage is like $20, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know if that's above national average, whatever. Say you make $20 an hour, you'd have to work a 10-hour shift just to fucking afford to listen to one album. That's not how that should be, bro.
You guys comment below. Would you pay $200 for Donda 2? And don't lie. If you would, just say it, okay? Just say it. Or if you're not going to, don't be on like, oh, Kanye, good bro. Listen, dude. Maybe for another artist, yeah. But for someone who doesn't write their shit and is like a weird fucking harassing his ex-wife and, you know, making death threats to people and like playing games, I'm not paying $200 for that shit, dude. Clearly, he needs help. Go take that STEM player money and go see a psychiatrist, dog. Sorry, I know people aren't going to like that either, but, you know. Enough's enough, Kanye. Enough's enough. And this is coming from somebody who I clearly don't like Kanye, so maybe people aren't going to, you know, like that part of it. But, yeah, that's tonight's episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in, like always. Before I go, though, if you are expecting me to do a Batman review or talk about the Batman or anything Batman-related this week, I'm not going to. And the reason being, be straight up, I'm trying to do quality over quantity. You know, I could probably do like a quick Batman review and put it up, but like I personally want to talk about it with like my brother when he sees it, or Josh, or another guest that I have on. I personally want to like get into the nitty gritty of Batman, and I don't want to just like sit here and just like spew by myself. So I'm gonna be honest, that review won't be coming out till probably after the 11th. So, and you know, if you guys were looking forward to that, I'm sorry. I apologize, but I feel like I'd rather give you a quality version of what I have planned versus just a quick little thing for you guys. But yeah, that's all I got time. That's all the time I got today, guys. Until next time, peace.